Hello, I'm Professor Rad, and today we're going to talk about how we can use a calculator to evaluate an exponential expression. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate three calculators, each of which is going to have a slightly different process. So I'm going to start out using my Casio Casio FX 300 ES Plus, and we're going to find this first exponential expression, 5 to the 9th. So on this calculator, its exponent button is right here. It looks like an X to the box. So to evaluate an exponential expression, I'm going to press that first, I think. Nope, I'm not going to press that first. So on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in my base first. So I'm going to type in a 5. And then I'm going to press my exponent button. And you see this little caret here? So that caret is something that when a calculator is writing stuff all in one line, it's going to use it to show the exponent. And my exponent here is a 9. And then I'm going to close those parentheses and press equals. And so it looks like 5 to the 9th is going to be 1,953,125. There you go. So this is one way that this calculator can display exponents. It can also display them another way, but the next calculator also displays them in a similar way, but has a different way of getting there. So let's check that one out. So this is the TI-36X Pro. And for this one, our exponent button looks much the same. So it's got an X with a little box next to it. So on this one, I'm going to do part B. I'm going to find 2.1 to the 41st power. So I'm going to press my exponent button first. No, I'm not. Nope, this one doesn't do it first either. Okay. So on this calculator, I'm going to type in my base again of 2.1, and then I'm going to use my exponent button, and notice that it puts it up with a little box here. So then I'll press 41. Now, if I had more that I wanted to type here, I would use this right arrow to move over, and that will bring the cursor back down to the base. If I need to go back up to the exponent for any reason, I would press the left button, and that'll take me back up there. So we can use this to navigate whether I'm on the ceiling or on the floor. Then I'll press enter, and this number is huge. So notice my calculator is giving me an answer using the E. So it's giving me the answer in scientific notation. So this means I have to move that decimal point 13 places to the right. So if I do that, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think I'm going to have 4 zeros at the end. So let's write this one out. So I've got a 16255, 15384. Let's see how far we've moved that decimal point. So we moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh boy. So let's see. Yeah, this is 16,255,153,840,000. Now, I do also want to point out that, that I'm going to hit the camera, but I do want to point out that some calculators might give you more digits than this one did. Others might give you fewer digits. So it's just going to depend on the type of calculator. Some calculators might not even put it in scientific notation. For example, if you use Google, it might give you the whole number stretched out. All right, and let's do one more calculator that has a different box. Ta-da! This is my TI 30 or my TI 84 Plus. Let's look at the buttons here. So on this calculator, on this calculator, my exponent button is not an X to a box. It's this little caret. Okay, so that's what we call that symbol. So remember that blue calculator had the caret when we typed the exponent button. So this one uses that actual symbol as the button. So I'm going to evaluate this last one, 4 to the, and there's a tiny decimal point there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is 4 to the 2.5 power, 2.5. So one of the nice things about a calculator is it can figure out decimal exponents for us. So I'm going to start out by typing in my base and then my exponent button. And notice it does put a little box up there, even though the symbol looks different. Then I'm going to type in 2.5 and press enter. Oh, and that gave me 32. Okay, now I want to bring back the Casio just for a moment to illustrate something here, that I wasn't going crazy, that you can sometimes enter the exponent button first depending on your calculator. So what I did is I changed the mode on this calculator. So you notice up at the top it says math. So watch what happens now when I press the X with the box button. Now it's giving me 2 boxes to type into. So I can type in the 4 and then use these arrow keys to move over and then type in 2.5 and it gives me the same answer. Let me show you how I entered this mode and how you can change things, how things look on this calculator. So you can press Shift, Mode, and the mode I'm currently in is Math IO. If you want to display it how it was before, you can switch to Line IO. So if I switch to 2, oh, excuse me. Now if I press 4 and the exponent button, it has switched it to that little caret. If I go back, Shift, Mode, and I select 1 for Math IO, and I'm going to pick 1 for Math O. Now when I do 4 exponent button, it has switched it to that box notation. Either way, we'll get 32. So I just wanted to show you this calculator can do things in a couple of different ways depending on what your preference is. All right, so here are a few expressions for you to try using your calculator to evaluate. We have 9 to the 5th, 4/10 to the 17th power, and then this one also has a decimal exponent. It is 9 to the 2.5 power. In our next video, we're going to talk about, well, okay, so subtraction undoes adding, dividing undoes multiplying. What the heck is going to undo exponents? So looking forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, have a magnificent day.